you guys. Okay, number 2. Now this one, I caught myself putting 68.3, but I changed it. I changed it to 60.3, okay? Because I want you guys to calculate on your own, okay? Which is the same as what I'm going to show you, okay? So for the reaction for 2 irons plus 1 oxygen, okay, 1 oxygen, will make 2 iron oxides. How many grams of iron oxide are produced from 60.3 grams of iron? Okay, so let's start by our given. Our given is going to be 60.3 grams of iron. So this would be iron. Okay, and so that's our given. That would be 60.3 grams, and instead of writing the whole thing, I put G as for grams and then Fe for iron. Okay, and then is your unknown. Your unknown is going to be the question that they're looking for. So how many grams of iron? Okay, iron oxide. So iron and then oxygen together. So the only one that has iron and oxygen together is the 2 iron oxide. Okay, so your unknown is going to be grams of iron oxide. Okay, now we're ready for molar masses. Remember that the molar mass, we get the molar mass from looking at the given and unknown, and whoever has grams. Since both of them have grams, we got to get the molar mass of both. Okay, now the good thing is about iron is just 1. So all we have to do is look at the periodic table, and the grams of iron would be, where is iron? Right here, 55.845 grams. Okay, and then, but iron oxide has one iron and 1 oxygen. Okay, so we're going to have to get the iron oxide. The iron first would be the same as 55.845, and then just add it to the oxygen, which is 15.9999 grams. Again, you need to just look for it in the periodic table. I did give you a link to it with calculator. Okay, so now we're ready. We just need to add these two. So 55.845 plus 15.999. That gives us 71.844. Okay, grams. Okay, now we are ready to do our unknown and given. Okay, our unknown, we're going to go based on iron oxide. It's going to be based on just the element or compound. So it will be iron oxide. The given is just iron. Okay, now the number we need it because it's part of our calculations. So you need to look for it in the not periodic table, it's in the equation. So it's iron oxide. So iron oxide, and you look for the big number, which is the coefficient, which is a 2. Okay, and the given is just iron, which is another 2. Okay, and now we're ready. Now keep in mind we need space for given, the 2 molar masses, and the mole ratios. That's 4 spaces. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And now we go to a division, and that will give us an answer. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with our given. Our given would be 60.3 grams of iron. Okay, you always start with your given no matter what. Okay, now keep in mind there's nothing here in the bottom, or you could just put 1. Okay, now now we're starting with grams of iron. So that means this bottom part next to it, next column on the bottom, needs to be also grams of iron. Okay, so since we were already done with our given, we need to get rid of it. Okay, because we're not going to use it anymore. Once you use it, that's it. That's the whole point of grammar. Okay, and keep in mind that unknown is always going to be last. Okay, so we're just given this right here. So this is grams of iron. That means grams of iron right here, right? So that means it would be the grams of iron, this is iron, would be 55.845 grams. Now keep in mind that this always equals to 1 mole because 1 mole always equals to molar mass. So this will equal to 1 mole. Okay, now the next one, and I'm going to put iron because we're still in iron. These cancel, and now we're mole of iron. So since this is mole of iron, this has to be mole of iron. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in color so you guys could see it visually. Okay, so we're already done with this one. The only one that has mole of iron on the bottom would be basically this one. You see that? So this is where we're converting from iron to iron oxide. We're going from here to here. Okay? So now the 2 moles, all you do is put this in here. That's it. This one you don't have to really think about what equals 1 mole and why, because it's already set up for you. So there's 2 moles of iron, and then the top part is your unknown, 2 moles of iron oxide. Okay, so we're already done with iron. Basically, we're already in moles of iron oxide. So, but we need to get to, they want grams. So we still need one more step. Okay, but we're already done with mole ratio. So this one step, the last one will obviously be this one. Okay, but if you look at this, okay, keep in mind molar mass equals 1 mole of iron oxide, right? So that means right here, you see how this is moles of iron oxide? That means this is going to be moles of iron oxide. That means that's 1 mole, which is equal to 71.844 grams of iron oxide, because that is the grams of iron oxide. Okay, so and you see how this, you stick to the rules, these cancel, and you're left with grams of iron oxide, which is gonna be your answer, which is part of the unknown, and that's what we're trying to solve. Okay, so now let's go ahead and calculate. Okay, I did it for you. Use it just to shorten the time here. But all I did is multiply the top, then I multiplied the bottom. You're welcome to round it to make it shorter. I could just put 8664, but I decided to use the whole number. Okay, and then when I multiplied the bottom, it gave me 111.69. You could also put 112. Okay, just as long as you match your closest number to your answers, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and now divide it. 8664.3864 divided by 111.69. That equals to 77.57. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just round it. I'm just going to put 78. So it will be 78 grams, right? Grams of iron oxide. Okay, now yours is going to be different, of course, because I changed the number slightly. I changed the number very slightly. Okay, so just make sure you have the calculations. But everything else is the same. It's just really, you just have to do your own calculations. Okay, and now keep in mind that this matches this. You see, this is grams of given, the molar mass of the given, right? And then 1 mole of the given, because that's iron. Okay, and this is mole ratio. The mole ratio, you just get it from here, here. And then 1 mole. And you see, it even tells you where the 1 moles are. And then also the molar mass of the unknown, because that's where you always end up. Okay, so use this wisely. And of course, I always suggest that you do not use it. That you try very much not to use it. But if you need to, you're welcome to it. Okay? Good luck, you guys.